and sharing family, and I was just digging the vibe of the trees, man. The trees were so powerful there. They were very old, so very powerful vibration from them. And we looked, and a deer walked through our camp. I mean, that was just magical and so very spiritual. It was beautiful. And I just wanted to share that with you all. Right now, while all this craziness is going on the planet and the world and in our country and other nations, try to get out in nature, try to gather up some of that good vibration, try to ground yourself. Even if you're just barefoot in the park, you can pull up energy from Gaia and take a walk and speak quietly to Gaia in your heart. These things will keep us grounded and settled in these times where we can get so distracted. What do you think about that, ladies?
Beautifully said, beautifully said. And I think
Oh,
that the gentleness of the deer and the trusting nature and the
yes.
spirit inside the deer that met you when you looked at when the deer was in your presence, you sensed its spirit, and
Yes.
he had this trust, or the deer had this trust.
Hmm.
And it's just really it's like a fundamental communication. It's an unspoken communication
It
between
was.
your spirit and the spirit of the deer.
It was. It was indeed, and it was a powerful moment. And I was so grateful to share that with my grandchildren, of course, my family, and everyone who was present. It was really, really something to see that deer have that kind of trust. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that deer sensed that we were a peaceful lot. Wow, we've got a lot of questions, and I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to pop back over to my list of questions. We will bounce around a little bit. What we will do, though, is ask you to comment in the live chat that you are present when we are about to read your question. If you're not present, and maybe you've just had to leave the room or go answer the door or something like that, we will leave your question up on the board and maybe check back with you later if we are able. So just wanted to let you know that's going to be happening, and we'll be asking if you are here. It does help a lot. And we're going to try to do as many questions as we can. However, we are committed to doing readings that are meant for you. And sometimes they take a little time to come in and they take a little time to give. So please uphold everybody else in the chat and let's enjoy this sacred circle that we're in today. Okay. We're going to start with Miss Nan. Oh, let me get this banner down. Sorry, y'all. Little technical difficulty. There we go. Miss Nan says, "Hello, Terry. Are dowsing rods okay to use? I seem to be connecting with my spirit guide, who I have learned is an angel named Angelo." I love it. Great question, Miss Nan. A wonderful one to start off with. No way, right? That's a great one. All right, ladies, I'll let you dive in.
Well, I think right away that dowsing rods are okay to use, and any kind of a divination tool like that, that the spirit guide can move for you, manipulate for you, and or communicate with you. You can scry into either a flame or a crystal and get information that way. You can use tarot cards, you can use pendulums, you can use dowsing rods. I think it's important for whatever tool that you do use, you have a trust or a history or an experience with it, that you've used them before, and you know sort of what the if the dowsing rods would cross, if that's a yes or a no, or if they both go this way, if they both go that way, like you're familiar with it. But in either case, it's fine to learn on it, and it's fine if you're experienced. But I think that's lovely,
Mhm.
um, that you learned his name, Angelo.
Yes, very special. Terry?
Well, I immediately got the same thing, that of course this is a great tool to use if you want. So I thought I'd just kind of tap in to see if are they suggesting it for you. And I do see Angelo on my stage, and it looks like he has his arm around you. And I get the feeling he's just, yeah, okay, I see him not. Yes, it's fine. Whatever spiritual thing you want to develop, if you feel called to it, go ahead and do it. You know, if that once you start it, you don't like it, you don't have to keep that up. There's lots of different ways. Just as Jean said, tons of things to use as divination. So that's what we call it when you're using a tool. It's divination. So like when we're using our pendulums or scrying into some water, all of those are just tools to help get you out of your mind to hear them more clearly.
Beautiful. Well, yes, my comment on this is that we indeed came here as very powerful souls, and many tools are available to us. Some are not as prevalent as others. However, if you give it the power, if you dedicate it to its mission, for instance, when I read, I have a labradorite heart. And before the show, I will bless it and I will lay it also on my tarot cards. Another tool, right? I'll lay it on my tarot cards and I'll say, bless the messages for that need to come out today. So we, in fact, give things power because we are energy and we are vibration. So if you're comfortable with the dowsing rod and you're having success with it and you're connecting with your guide and the messages are good and pure, don't worry, nothing bad can get you. You will understand if something is off or it's not working for you, and then just go, okay, no big deal. I'll move on. But definitely, and I'm very excited for you, Miss Nan. All of you out there, understand that we were given so many tools to use when we come here because, the creator knew we'd need them, right? And they help sometimes dial in information for us. My labradorite heart connects me with its vibration to my third eye, and then I can read more easily. And the tarot cards dial in details that would probably take me a long time. And I'm probably taking too long right now. But I want you all out there to understand that is available to you at any time. I do want to mention something else I forgot to mention at the beginning. We are simulcasting. So we have this show going out on Terry's channel and on Jean's channel as well. Now, if you're trying to communicate with someone in the chat and you're unable to, that's probably because they're in the main chat. And if you want to communicate with that person in the main chat or you want to be in the main chat, you can come over to my channel, Pure Visionary Psychic Medium, and you will see all of the chat. If you want to hang out in your chat, that's quite all right too. So just wanted to explain that. I saw a couple questions come up about that. So that's what's happening in the wonderful world of YouTube. Okay. Next question. All right. We're going to go with, let's go with Rishi Lahori. Nice. Nice to see you. Okay. Rishi wants to know if he can have a general reading.
They want you to give them, your spirit guides are letting me know they ask you to give them the grace of time to just practice patience, understand that things come in divine timing, and to enjoy the moment, enjoy life as it's presented to you, and that it's that journey story. It's the journey that our goals are here, and our where we are is here. If we went around all of the hurdles and went and got to our goal, the goal wouldn't mean anything. We'd be like, now what? Like it just wouldn't be that pinnacle or that accomplishment that we really truly need. That it's important to work through the energy and the flow it's intended, and not to just skip through to the end, because it's just not going to be as valuable, if you skip to the end. And that instant gratification does not always have as much gravity or satisfaction as something that is earned and like waited for, and patience. But that's what they want you to know, is to give them a little bit of grace so that divine timing can occur as it needs to.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Terry?
Well, of course, the psychic triad is happening. I'm getting virtually the same message, just different images are playing. And so immediately I saw you on your path. You're moving to the right in my vision, which means going towards the future. So that, for me, that's what that means, going to the future.
Mhm.
And you're pacing slowly. It's as if you're in a walking meditation. And following you are elephants pacing behind you slowly. And you have flowers, and it's almost like you're throwing a little flower petal once in a while and smelling it. And just the scene is one of great contemplation. So if you aren't already meditating, or having a little prayer time or something, I would do so, because they're showing me you in a very contemplative light, very grounded and into your own spirit, but moving forward into the future. So consider doing that. Consider like the flowers that I see you smelling, and then throwing a petal off here and there. That also says maybe you're not enjoying the fruits of life a little bit. Maybe you need to slow down a little and take that in.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, Rishi, when I tuned in, the first thing I got from your guys was this tender love, this beautiful pink, and then a lot of bright lights, and that's what they show me for a lot of energy. So that can mean a lot of things happening in your life right now that are attracting your attention. And it can also mean a busy mind. But they asked me, and I love this. I heard a message from, I don't know his name. He channels Cryon. I'm sure if you're familiar with Cryon, please check it out, because I needed this message so much today. And it came to me, and the guys were like, tell him the message. So here's the message. Oftentimes when we see things as a challenge, and we try to take it on, right? We see it as a challenge. We try to take it on. It's more helpful to sit in a meditative state or a quiet, relaxing state. Take a look at the situation, and then realize that you are a very powerful soul. That's why you're here. And everything that is going on right now was planned by you. So it's not something coming at you. It's something coming for you. And what is that for? To grow and learn lessons, and to grow spiritually and become more powerful as a spiritual being on the planet right now. So that was the message I got today. And made me feel so good. I'm like, yeah, it's important to step back and take a look at the bigger picture, because some of the things that I've gone through in my life, which certainly appear to be huge, ended up being the ones that taught me the deepest messages and gave me more confidence in my knowing and in myself. So that's the message I had for you today. I hope that you resonated with that, and thank you so much for your question. Okay. Oof. Gave me chills. That's nice to think about that message again. Okay, everybody, I hope that you're all feeling comfortable with the way things are working right now. And I think right now we are going to go to Carter Deluxe. Hi, Carter. Nice to have you with us today. Let us know, would you please, in the live if you're here, because we are kind of getting on in time right now. So if you've had to go answer the door, or answer the phone, Carter, would you let us know? We'll be happy to read your question for you. And Jean, oh, there he is. Okay. Beautiful. Okay.
It's Abby. Her name's Abby. She has
Oh,
so
oh, okay.
I'm gonna use my pendulum.
Well,
Find out if.
Let me read it for those who are just listening. Thanks. Okay, Abby asks, what I would greatly appreciate a message today, wondering if my family and I will experience a move soon. Much love, Abby. You're very welcome, Abby. Okay, Jean, thank you.
Okay. Well, I consulted my pendulum. I have been watching Jean's new pendulum videos and have gotten a lot of good tips. And my pendulum said that, yes, you are going to move within this year. But then when I tried to narrow it down, I was not as successful. It definitely will not be within 2 months, but it was favorable for all the other months, just like a small yes. So what I'm thinking is it means, whenever you're ready to do it, you can go ahead and do it.
All right. All right.
I got that, yes, you will be moving, but it may not be until next year, or that when you finally actually do the move. But I don't know when you find the house. It takes so much time to find the house and to set it up and to move, and but it looks like next year you'll be in the new location.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay, well, I'm going to the tarot cards just because it's good to have that detailed answer for you. Appreciate the question. And here we go. First card, Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands is about several things. And what I'll do is I'll read a couple meanings off the cards. Then at the end, I'll put it together and make sure the guides have got the right message coming through me. This is inspired action. That's kind of the one I'm really feeling right off the bat. Inspired action. I like that. Second card, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, ooh. 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles are about money. That's about a windfall. It can also be about an inheritance. And it can also be about old money. So let's let that one sit. And we're going to draw one more card for you. Queen of Wands. All right. Now the Queen of Wands, she's a girl. She's got a lot of ambition, a lot of control, but she's vibrant in her action. She's very vibrant, and she's a very creative woman who takes charge. And maybe, Abby, maybe this is you. Let me consult the guides about this. Now these are all positive cards, so I'm guessing it's going to go totally the way the ladies already told you. A minute. Okay, look for an inspiration as to where you're moving and the timing. The inspiration, you're going to feel that. It's going to be, it's not like a gut thing, but it's intuition. Inspiration and intuition is going to be involved here. The second thing is there may be a windfall that might help this to come sooner than later. You may have some unexpected money coming your way. So keep your eyes peeled for that too. It's a very powerful card, the 10 of Pentacles. So there will be some money coming in and perhaps making it able for you to move sooner or to the place of your dreams. And then this is you. Stay in charge. Keep your energy vibrant. Don't worry. And manifestation, I'll add at the end of this, is key to locating and understanding where to move and knowing when it's right. So manifest by writing down what you want. Where is it going to be? What kind of a place would you like? What kind of things would make your family happy? And then focus on those things and feel it. Feel like, oh, we found the perfect. Hear yourself on the phone telling your friends, we found the perfect place. It's amazing. I totally feel that the move is coming. I didn't really get any time indications, but some of those things will be signs to you, like some money. Watch for that money. Thank you very much. Good reading, ladies. Thank you. Okay, going back to the star questions, and we're going to pop over to Susie 007. Okay, Susie wants to know, there's a buyer from my job that gives me a hard time. Any advice, or will things just get better? All right, good question.
So Susie, I'm just getting one kind of simple thing that there could be a lesson here for you that you may have actually, decided ahead of time coming here that you wanted to interact with this person to learn a certain lesson. So I have experienced these kinds of things many times, and I always find that the really important thing is to kind of meditate on it a little bit. Why do they rub me the wrong way? And look for the lesson, learn the lesson really quick so you can get it over with. So that's my advice to you.
That's beautiful advice. Jane,
So,
what did you get?
I understand that it's not you, it's her. And I understand that she is she has a lot she's been treated this way. The way that she treats you is the way that she's being treated. And she doesn't know how to be nice or how to be cooperative. And she thinks that she needs to be mean in order to get it's just like somebody being mean to a waitress and because they were a little slow. You get more bees with honey, but she doesn't understand this. She feels like she has to fight her whole way through her life, and she always had to fight for what she's gotten, and this is how she survived in her family. And you can just say, whoa, I'm not the enemy here. I'm on your side. Let's just work together,
Yeah.
but she's not giving you a hard time. She's fighting. She's fighting for her life. She's fighting for her, livelihood. She's fighting for her voice. And perhaps when she goes home, there is a dominant character in her home that she is not able to have that voice. So this is where she exercises it. So consider it a different way and try not to take it so personally. And understand that, sort of like let the jabs go by, let the difficulty go by. And, it's, and just maybe consider her perspective.
Wow, that's beautiful. And immediately when I tuned in, it was revealed to me that this person is very insecure. And I know that sounds bizarre, but it's quite often something I have seen in my life too, and learned that sometimes the people who sting the hardest and bark the loudest are insecure. So when the guides told me that, I was like, okay, I know. Yeah, all right. And also, that can cause defensiveness because they think I'm going to get the jump on you. I'm going to get the jump on you. And that's because they're defending that feeling that they're not enough and they're insecure. Now, the message I had for you was float like a butterfly. Susie, float like a butterfly. And I've had some run-ins and had to consult my guides with some people who have really strong opinions, and they're in my family realm, and so I have to kind of be around them occasionally. And I've kind of learned how to just sort of go, "Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Well, over here," and then you just take it somewhere else. It's harder when you're working with someone, but it's also possible to just know that this comes from a defensiveness is coming from insecurity. So you can just float like a butterfly, just let it spew out of her, and then ask your guides quietly while she's barking, what's a good response for this? And they want me to tell everyone, Lily, will you ask? They will respond. You will feel it in your heart. You might get chills, or you might actually hear some ideas of how you can respond. So that was my reading on that. Thank you so much for the question. And that was a very good question. I'm sure a lot of us benefited from that. All right. Very nice. Okay. All right. I'm going to go on to Marianne Harris. Marianne, are you here?
Yeah, just say hi. Just say hi. Let us know. Send in here she is. I saw her.
Yay. All right, Marianne. Beautiful question here. Is my Father in heaven the guardian angel looking after my daughter? And please, can I have a message from any of my ancestors? Okay.
I'm getting that it's not only just your father, it's a whole it's a team of angels and ancestors along with your father looking over or watching over your daughter. I do think that he's watching over you and almost allowing you, not allowing, but enabling you, or maybe whispering in your ear like the best things to say to her at this time or something like that. I feel as though he's coaching you, or just giving you the watching over you as well, in order to be the best support for your daughter. But he is, but there's a whole team there too. Let me see. I didn't get anything for ancestors. If you guys, can jump in if you get anything.
Okay.
So what I'm getting from your father right now is not that he's a guardian angel, but he is a guardian. Nevertheless, he's a guardian of your daughter and of you. And the first thing I heard him say, very kind of loudly and kind of very plainly, he's like, I am your ancestors. We are your ancestors. We've been around and around together in many lives. He says, I am who you are seeking. And I mean, for this question, I am all of those things. My dear daughter, please take care and know that I love you. Everybody loves you on this side. We are so pleased to be able to help. And call me in anytime you need extra help.
I love that. That's beautiful. Well, when I tuned in, the first thing I really tuned into, Marianne, was you. I tuned in and felt this this beautiful seeking, a beautiful curiosity in your heart and soul. Your guides were giving me the feeling, and they show me through colors that you're reaching out for wisdom, that you're looking for spiritual growth in your life at this time, and that you are sharing it with others. So they wanted me to say that first and foremost. Secondly, we are all assigned a guardian angel, and sometimes more than one. I'm sure I have several, because that is their assigned job to watch out for us. Often it's our guardian angels who come forth and say, turn left, or watch out, or, give you a feeling to protect you. That's what guardian angels are all about. And they're extremely powerful, extremely powerful. Now, the other thing is, though, I did feel like your father is there. And I love the vision that I was given. It is a host of people, and they're all holding lanterns. And I'm hearing we are here for you. We are joyous about your curiosities, about your knowings. And know this, he wants you to know this, that the more you realize that is what is really happening in your lifetime right now on planet Earth, that they are all around you, that your daughter is protected, the more you realize the reality of that, and that is truly, he wanted me to tell you, that is truly what is. And he wanted me to say that fervently to you. And the more that you do that, the more it lifts you up, and it lifts up your family, and it lifts all those who associate with you. You can give vibrations to people just who pass you in the grocery store, because you'll be lifted up, and they are thrilled. They're all very thrilled for you. And so are we. Thank you so much for that question. Great question. And also, we will be looking over in the live. So if you have any comments on your readings, or whether you resonated with them or it uplifted you, please let us know. I'm going back to the star questions, y'all. Okay, we have Miss Sue Toffee. Good to see you, Sue. And thank you for supporting. I'm not sure exactly whose channel you supported, but that's perfect. We appreciate that. We appreciate that very much. All right. So Sue wants to know, where will Cookie Lee, black kitten, he is 8, Lee and I move in next 5 weeks, as in will we move to north, south, east, or in same area? All right. I think I've read on this before for you, Sue. I'll just say ditto. I believe you asked me about, it was a newer, are you going to be accepted in as a renter in a newer location? I believe it was north. I'll watch the live. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel very confident about that, and that you will be accepted. Timing, I'm going to look at my cards for that. And ladies, you just go right ahead when you're ready.
I'm just getting that it's in the same area, because I tried all of them and it said no, 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 and then I said in the same area, and I'm getting a yes for that. But I don't know if it's in the same actual dwelling, or if it's just in like a different residence in the same town. Let me just check, actually. Is it a different residence? I'm getting yes, it's a definite different residence. And is it in the same town? Is it going to be in the same town? I get a definite yes on that one. I don't know what you guys are getting.
So I also went to the pendulum first and got that you will be moving. But when I went to north, south and east, my pendulum just trembled. It didn't move. So that means it's thinking, or it's the wrong question, or so then I asked the same thing. Is she going to just be in the same area? And that's when I got more motion from the pendulum. So I also think you're going to be moving around there. But then I went in to consult your spirit team and ask what they have to say about this. And they said, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make a move or to make a decision. You can make this decision. There is no wrong decision. Choose the thing that lights you up, that makes you feel better, that gets you closer to whatever your goal is. If your goal is, I want to work at a certain place, or I want to be closer to my workplace, or I want to be closer to my children's school, choose the thing that is closest to your goal. That's what I got.
All right. Very good. Well, Sue, I drew 4 cards on this situation. The first one is the 4 of Cups, which normally the meaning of that is refusing offers. So we'll take this all into account after we finish with all of the cards. It can also be a missed opportunity. Now, the next card is 7 of Wands, and that can be about defending yourself. It also can be about being determined and standing your ground. And that might be important in considering options that are available to you. Okay. The next card was 7 of Swords. Don't worry, swords. But that is watching out for someone who might be taking advantage of you, someone who might have opportunism, and you just want to keep an eye out for that. Obviously, that comes up when you're making choices about a place to live sometimes, and that's something to watch out for too. But the end result, girl, 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's a very, very good card. It's about satisfaction. It's also about marriage. I don't know what's going on there, but it's also about success and a happy family. And obviously, you and Cookie Lee are a happy family. So I really believe that that's the answer in this story. I don't think I need to double check on it. It's all about manifesting what you want. And as Terri said, don't be afraid. Know that you are the creator. You're the one who creates. You're the one who calls it into being. Okay? So have joy with that. Feel the power of it. Okay, great. Thank you. Nice to have you join us again. Very good.
Yep.
Okay.
She said, thank goodness, because she wanted to stay in the same area. And that's what it looks like.
There we go. Okay. Well, we all had different things, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. All right. Okay. And I want to say thank you to Priscilla of the Crone Zone, Conversations with the Ancients, for helping us out and supporting us as a moderator today. We really appreciate that. So, thank you so very much. Okay, next question will be, it's kind of fun. A lot of different subjects here. Okay, I think we're going to go to CJ. CJ, are you here? Going over to the live. Okay, calling CJ. CJ, there you are. Okay, great. CJ wants to know, and CJ has a couple of beautiful cats as well. May I have a message about my spiritual development? Had some interesting downloads. Well, we're very happy for you on that. We will tune in and see what we get.
Well, right away, when I got into your spirit, CJ, when I kind of just blended with your spirit, they put me on my stage, but it's as if I'm laying on the ground looking up at the nighttime sky. And it looks to me like one of those times when I used to live in the country where all the power went out and all the lights went out and you could see the stars so well. and you're lying there looking up at the stars and the sky in absolute wonder. And then I see like a comet go through the sky. And so I get the feeling they are so, so pleased that you're curious and that you received the download, that you're curious enough not to be afraid of the download, because it seems like maybe this download was pretty big, that you may have learned kind of some of the secret sauce of the universe, kind of.
I love that.
And they're happy that you're not scared of it. They're happy that you're in awe and wonder, and they want you to keep that up. Keep that up, because this they're not telling me what your download was, but there's more to come. There's more for you to learn, and love the secret sauce.
So, CJ, I have a sister who was married in the 80s, and she had this headband that went around here, and then in the back there was this big puff, and then the veil. And they showed me this just all to try and get me to say the veil. So they're saying the veil is thinning for you. And they also pointed me over to this dark, deep purple that's right to the side of me right here. I believe I'm pointing in the right direction. Oh no, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. The purple is on this side because everything's turned around for me. But the purple on this side is sort of the purple of your third eye and your crown chakra. And all of these are opening up is what they're showing me. And they're saying that the veil is sort of vanishing for you, that you're able to connect and float in and out, float in and out. And they just want you to make sure to keep that connection open and to practice working on that muscle. And that's as far as I got.
All right. That's exciting. Well, CJ, I received messages from your guides regarding the spiritual growth, because that's a powerful green that they give me. Spiritual growth. I am feeling that they are asking you to write down some of the downloads that you are getting, the ones you feel led to make note of. They're saying that not only are these for your benefit, but they are for others as well. And they will lead you and guide you as to who, how, when, where, and why. The purpose of this is to be a part of this great energetic uplifting that's happening on the planet today. That's what they told me. And you are indeed a part of that. And your guides are so excited and loving you so much for your enthusiasm and for your willingness to be. The feeling I'm getting is just like a beautiful innocence, like a beautiful wow kind of feeling. And that's the feeling that they're giving to me right now. And they're enjoying this, that it's a beautiful receptance of the acceptance of their message. And you're receiving that message. And they're saying that I should suggest to you to write down some of these messages. Not only will they benefit you, but perhaps people later you will come across and they might have something going on and you'll go, hey, wait a minute. I got this from my guides and it might help you out. So that was the feeling I was getting for you, CJ. And I'm just very excited and happy for you. That's beautiful. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. I kind of still starring questions here and there. We're bouncing around. We've got a good association of different types of questions today, and I love it. So let's do this. Now, here's a very deep question. Julie Hamill, are you here? Julie Hamill, just let us know you're here. We're watching the live. I'm going to take a little sip of tea while I'm watching. Very hot in here. All right. Well, I'm not seeing Miss Julie Hamill. So, oh, there she is. Great. Okay, Julie, we're going to read this question for you today, and it's obviously one that is spoken in love and concern for your beautiful daughter. And we're going to dive in and read on that right now.
Hmm. So, Julie, this is very interesting. I fully expected to like see you on my stage and receive some sort of message or whatever, and instead, and I was going to be like, have more patience with your daughter or something like that, or just loll around in the love a bit, and instead, an angel has shown up on my stage and carrying a drop of liquid. And when I see that, it's my angels telling me they want to put some healing in. They want to heal something.
Wow.
And then and so the other thing is you have to say yes. If you have to accept it or not accept it, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It is a big drop of sunny yellow. It's just sunny yellow liquid, just sunny yellow. And what I heard that this liquid does is this is patience, that this imbues you with otherworldly patience. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to learn patience, because let me tell you, spiritually, that's a really hard one to ask for. You ask to learn patience, every horrible thing's going to happen to you. So this is a cool way to get this healed. So you're saying, okay, Julie says yes. So I'm angel. Julie says yes, she would accept this gift. And so what I see is I see you on the stage, a representative. Behind is this angel, and this drop, they just let it go into your head. It just goes into your crown chakra and goes through your spiritual body. And but the thing is as they're doing this, it's like glowing, like a sunset came up behind you or something. It's just
I love
really glowing, really strong, and it's giving me just the chills to look at this. So I believe that this is kind of coming into you with a little bit of energy. Okay. So Angel, tell me a little bit more about what Julie can expect from this healing. Okay. You are going to have a little bit of detachment. So when your daughter says or does something that just would normally drive you up a wall, you're going to be able to look at that and say, that's so interesting. And you're going to think about her like a spiritual being, like, you're really interesting. That's cool. What about that? Rather than react. So
yes.
that's what you can expect from that. I didn't get the angel's name though, sorry.
Wow,
Cool.
that was really great.
I got very
So,
excited.
Terry, did you want to go next?
Oh, sure. I'm just digging the psychic bounce, ladies. I'm just digging the psychic bounce. I was writing notes, and as I was writing them, it was just being given to me by the guides about this situation, and they're great. And then Terry's reading was just beautiful. I loved it. Okay, so Julie, what I heard when I tuned into your guides very strongly was know the real. Know the real. Know what is really taking place here. Know the connection between you and this precious soul, your daughter. You both are beautiful, bright, eternal souls who decided to come here together and explore this planet and learn together and learn great lessons from and with each other, they said. They want you to know that connection and honor it. And I mean, they made me feel like honor it. So that might be something that you might do in a peaceful moment or a meditation, or when you're thinking of how, how should I do this? What should I do? Just say, I honor the connection between my precious daughter and I. I honor that connection. It's not always about what's happening and what's being said and how to manage it and how to react to it. We've all been there. We've all been there. They're saying, know the real. And they're saying that, sorry, my paper flipped. He showed me darning. My mom used to be the most incredible darning person. She could take the smallest little tear with just little itty bitty threads that were just sticking out. We're not talking about a cut. We're talking about, a hole that was worn. Oh, I get it now. Guides are good. So they were showing me this hole that was worn and a darning needle, and how precisely and carefully and lovingly I saw my mom, how she would lovingly darn, a pair of socks that I liked. I mean, I had other socks, right? But she would tenderly and lovingly darn and mend. And that's what they want you to know, that you can darn and mend this relationship with love and patience. The darning and the mending is your goal, but it's not out of force. You can't take that needle and stab it into the sock. It's knowing the real. I just love that message. Know the real. Know what's really happening. The soul connection between you and your daughter. It's sacred. And so honor that. Honor that, and you'll be given the peace and the power to improve that relationship. Jean.
Yeah, that was really nice, Teri Lee. So, Julie, I just wanted to respond. You said she's very disrespectful towards you and that you're raising your grandson, which is her son. And what I'm feeling is that she is projecting her hatred of herself onto you. She is really just not happy with her situation, not being able to raise her own son. And every time she is around you, it's just a reminder of her own failures, and it's very difficult. It's not you, it's not her mother, it's her who she's yelling at, it's her who she's being disrespectful to, and it's projection. It's her getting it out of her because she feels this way. So the only advice that I have for you is just remind her that let's say she talks to you in a certain tone, and you could just say, I don't like it when you talk to me in that tone. Just, I don't like it, and that's it. Not, don't try and tell her what to do, just tell her that you don't like it. Or you can say, would you please correct that tone? And just help her to start treating you the right way, and let her know that what she's doing is not right, not by arguing back, but by pointing out the behavior and how, and not by being hurt by it, but understanding it's her own projection. And you can say, would you mind using a different tone? Or can you change that tone, please? Or I don't like the tone. Or I don't like the way you're talking to me right now. Just tell her how you feel, and don't say, don't talk to me that way. Just say, I don't like it when you talk to me like that. I don't like that tone. And then just leave it go and walk away. Don't correct her. Don't wait for her. And then the next time she may not realize she's doing it because she has all this emotion and probably self-loathing for the situation. She does appreciate what you're doing, obviously, if she's coming to visit her own son, but it's really hard for her to express it with her. But she just is in a very vulnerable spot right now. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that, Julie.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jane. Did you have something to add, Terry?
No, I'm just in awe of this reading. I almost feel like we have to ding something to kind of.
I hear you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm still just like vibrating from this.
Nice. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Jane. Well, ladies, we are coming up a little past the hour. Did you want to catch a couple more questions, or do you have other things to do this afternoon? And we all understand that.
I'll pop it in the chat. I'll pop it in the.
Oh, the private chat. Private. Let me see here. I got to know how to get over there.
Yeah, and thank you very much, everybody. It's so nice to see everybody. I love Friday nights, and I love our Psychic Triad.
Awesome. And we had some great readings. And Jean, I don't know how to get that.
You just click on the private chat area.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. Thank you. Okay. All right. And so we're going to look at a couple more questions here. Back to the starred questions. And yeah, just a little bit more. It is really warm where I'm at, but I got a little more time. We'll stick to it. Okay. So we're going to look at that was a very powerful question. We really appreciated reading on that, Julie. Okay. Here's another one that's kind of powerful. This is Sean G. Hi, Sean. Are you out there in the live? Let us know. We'll be really happy to read this question for you. It's an important one. And we're happy to read for you if you are here. Yes, she is. Okay. Sean G. She would like some guidance for this weekend. Her job hasn't paid her still. I have stuff to do for my business, and now I'm nervous. Okay. Guidance for the weekend.
So I just have to jump in here because I used to be payroll, and unfortunately, they do that, and I never liked that about it. But and they really don't get anything from it. I don't understand, but it's almost like a control thing. But you will get paid, but you'll get paid in their cycle, or at their convenience, and. Let me just see. I definitely know that you will get paid. I don't know that you'll get paid in the time that you want. And I don't know that I would hold back the things that you have to do. You may want to set everything up. Like if you have to pay for something in order to continue your business, I would do everything else but pay for it. Like I would fill out the forms, I would stack the car, I would get everything ready, and I wouldn't pay for it until if you can, until you get paid. I wouldn't put out the extra money, but you will get paid. But it's just a nice little flow for you. Yeah. Sorry you're going through that, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sean, I saw a little bit different thing. I do feel like, yeah, you're not going to get paid in time for this weekend. I'm very sorry about that. But they showed me you and you were wearing like dark navy blue, almost like a satin dress. It was kind of cool. But I could see that you were kind of a little bit annoyed. And they had you put on this white apron. It was like it covers a lot of this dress. You put it over your head, you tie it on, and you're so deliberate. You're so putting on this apron, like I am taking care of business now. I am taking my own business back. And then what I saw your guides. Then it was like there's a circular half moon table in front of you, and they're putting out all these choices for you to take. So it's slightly like you're in a cafeteria, but kind of not. It's more like they're going to put in front of you some new ideas about better jobs or a better position or a better way to talk to them or something better is appearing to you. And it's almost like your righteous anger over this has allowed you to kind of give it back to your spirit guides and angels, and they are readying you to see new possibilities. So,
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I got something kind of interesting, but with a little twist. So what I saw, Sean, when I tuned into your guides, you know, someone in the yoga position with their legs crossed, and they've got their fingers like this, and they're just, and then what I felt was just this amazing peace. Amazing peace. And then I heard them say something I'm very familiar with, peaceful power. Peaceful power. I have a tattoo on my back of a white tiger with a blue butterfly balanced on its tail. And the name of that tattoo is Peaceful Power. I'm reminded of that often. There's power in your peace. So they're asking you to be at peace with the situation. And then it ties right in with what Terri was saying, because then they are able to show you the opportunities that can come from this situation. Sometimes when we're frustrated with things, and we all know this, right? Everybody in the chat, all us readers, we know this. You get frustrated with something and it's just in your face, and you're kind of like a mouse in a corner. There's this side of the corner and there's that side of the corner. Your guides want you to step back. They want you to have some of that peaceful power. Do a little meditation, do a little yoga, or even just take a deep breath and say, okay, guys, what else can I see here? Because what they're giving to me, and I decided to draw just one card because we're a little short on time. And then I drew the card and went, oh, and she's going to like this. Check that out. That's the 9 of Cups. Now, that's some peaceful power right there. She's enjoying, she's feeling that peace. Cups are about emotion. This is about contentment, satisfaction, and success. I believe success is the message the guides are giving to you. So receive that from them and watch for the signs that they're going to give you, and execute a little peaceful power in this situation. And when you ask, they will answer. They are committed to you. They have to answer. So keep your eyes open. Keep your heart open, because the answer will come. Cool. Great to read for you. Thank you. All right.
She did say she felt weirdly calm all day, and sometimes she didn't know. Yeah. So she was trying to use that peaceful calm, but she didn't know if she was being irresponsible. I'd say listen to your gut and and manage your energy. I think is really important. By doing that.
That's good. That's the message. And just remember that peaceful power, peaceful power.
If you don't mind, I just want to say hello to Scott, Scorpio, Sun, Terrell.
Oh,
so
hi,
nice
Scott.
to see you. So nice to see you.
I'm going to be reading with Scott soon. I'm very excited about that.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to be reading.
Y'all watch my community page and you'll see the information on that. Yeah. First time. Very excited.
To talk over you.
Oh, that's okay. We can chatter. That's called chatter. Okay, everyone in the chat. I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for not only gathering together and getting questions and asking about learning and reaching out for spirituality, but also out there in the chat, commenting with each other, enjoying each other's company, uplifting each other. This is what it's all about. This is a sacred circle. And that's what it all is all about. And it gives me so much joy and extreme thanks and love to my co-readers here, Terri Suzuki, Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Be sure, even if you're on another channel, go give her channel a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And the same for beautiful SunPsychic Jean. The same thing. Go check her channel out and give her a subscription, because she's an excellent reader, and give her a thumbs up and a like. We really appreciate that. That helps us get around and enable other people to see us and come and join our sacred circle. All right. Did you ladies want to make any announcements about anything upcoming?
I just want to say this Sunday, I'm going to be on with Allie Martin on Heart and Soul Connected, and then with Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. So,
Oh, wow. Big party. Cool. How about you, Jean?
I'll be on with Terry holding your space this Tuesday. I think she's back in town, and she was out of town for a few weeks. So looking forward to connecting with her again.
Beautiful. And I looked up the date, so I do know the date for my collab with Scott Scorpio Tarot, and that is going to be Tuesday, July 16th at 6 p.m. Mountain. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific. And you Central people just going to have to figure it out.
I know.
Oh, wow. What a joy. What a joy to have you all with us, and really enjoyed the questions today. They were interesting, and there was a lot of depth to the answers. I'm sure that we can all be thankful for. So I'm going to close out this show the way I always do, the way the guides told me to close every show. Please take this in. The depth of this is powerful. You are loved beyond measure. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.